I really need a way to go about that in a far better fashion. Anyway, hello Twilights, Minna Likes Waffles here. Hope you can hear me okay, see me okay, hear the game okay, and you see it okay. And more Bloodborne. And effing A, did I remember how much I really hate echo grinding the old-fashioned way. I got everything to 20 except for Arcane, and guys, I need at least 18 to 20,000 echoes for a single level. Can you imagine how long it would take me? How much longer, I mean, it would take me to get this all to effing 20. I decided it wasn't going to happen. Besides, the only things on me for Arcane that I would actually need right now is my Molotovs, because Molotov cocktails scale with Arcane. And, by the way, I'll fix that. I'll fix it, and I'll talk at the same time. I was listening to someone play Bloodborne. I forget the username. I only just found the guy, so I don't remember his username, which is unfortunate. But he used female pronouns when addressing the Bloodstar Beast and Amygdala. I gotta tell you, I've never contemplated genders for some of the bosses, so that was interesting to me. I might pick up on that now. Probably start doing it myself, which is what I mean by that. I feel like I have this set up slightly strangely. It doesn't look different than how I usually do. Whatever. On another note, yes, I'm wearing Gascoigne's set. I bought it from the Insight Messenger bath off screen because we're gonna be dealing with poison, and this has poison res on it. Now, I know about the church set, however, that's in the Cathedral Ward, and I'm not going to spend 10,000 blood echoes on the emblem, when I know I can get over there if I take care of Old Yarnum first. And hilariously, despite watching a guide, I couldn't figure out how to do that the first couple times I played the game. I can miss things really effing easy, guys. And if you're wondering why I have this, I think it was the same person who uses the female gender for these two bosses I just discussed. I don't know how this never occurred to me, but he goes into a corner and throws the Molotov cocktails for the Bloodstar Beast's boss fight, and it just constantly is going after the Molotov cocktail, so he's able to just go ham on it. I don't know why that never occurred to me. Bloodstar Beast, Molotov cocktail. Punch and blood cocktail, sorry. So I'm gonna be doing that and see how it goes. I can tell you though, I'm pretty certain it's weak to serrated, which is threaded cane, and its transformed state, and it does not like fire, but most things in Old Yarnum don't. And yes, it definitely does poison, especially in Phase 2. And it does have nasty grab attacks, and it's very quick and erratic. This is definitely a boss where you have to be careful how you dodge. Now, there is a big tip I can give you, and I'm not good at doing it myself because I'm panicking usually when I'm trying to avoid getting hit, so I'm doing what I shouldn't be doing. So this is a case of do as I say, not as I do. You're supposed to dodge toward enemies, but to the side of them to get at their side or behind them. Usually when you're dodging, that's what you want to be doing. However, you will see me in pretty much almost every case dodging backward, which is what you're not supposed to do. So again, do as I say, not as I do. Now let's summon Alfred to help us out here. He's honestly more of a meat shield than much else. Don't get me wrong, he can do some good damage, but it's not exactly common if he survives this fight. And he's using the Kirk Hammer. Now, I actually switched it out for a bit and went back to the Hunter Axe, but then I switched back to it and tried to get used to its moveset. is like, it is better to use a weapon you're familiar with, but to get good with other weapons, you do have to use different weapons. So I was trying. Its moveset is just quite a bit different than the Hunter Axe, but it does a lot more damage. Okay, backing up. And if you're gonna be screeching like that, I need to turn my volume down one notch. For you all, it's probably just fine. Crap. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have summoned him if he's gonna give me problems. Whoops. He even took my visceral! I am sure I have more damage output than you do. After that spot, please. Don't take it from me, Alfred. I'm doing more damage than you. Hey, I'm not even sure if I should bother using the, flame paper. Flame paper? Fire paper. That is a proper name, eh? Crap. I think I'm not using this as effectively as I could. And that's probably because I've never done this before. You can say thank you to the fact that I have 20 skill, though. So I'm doing a lot of damage to the sucker. Crap. Don't stare at me. Okay, it's getting angry. I legit bought those on the messenger shop, by the way. Why didn't I get my visceral? Or backstab at the least? Okay, I don't think it's gonna happen while I'm freaking the F out like that. Alfred, I'm literally stun locking it right now. Hit it. New flame spray your hand like that, it can't do anything. It usually gets stuck. Okay, it's done. Well, Binda highly recommends using the blood cocktail. And you know, timing your backstabs right. I don't know if anything else is drawn to them, so maybe I won't keep them after this, but they're not that expensive to buy. They're just like 2,000 echoes. Some more antidotes. Okay, and we're done here. Bye. Ugh, ow. Stretch, 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 stretch. Come here, coffee. Man. Oh, I shouldn't need the flame sprayer again for a little while. And I prefer the church set when it comes to poison resistance, just because I think it looks better. I'm not a fan of Father Gascoigne's attire. Oh yeah, and I sold all my bloodstone shards because I was trying to level up one of my stats and I didn't want to wait until later to level it. I mean, I was tired and my OCD gets worse when I'm tired, and 4 of my stats were at 20, so it's like, no, 5 of them need to be at 20 or this is gonna drive me insane. I made sure to level it. I also sold like 40 batches of my blood vials. Because you get like 800 echoes for 20 of them, which is the max you can carry unless you have runes, which I don't have at the moment. Which is why we're going to Hemwick, by the way. We're going there because I want to be able to use runes. And there's a specific one I'm going to go after right away. And everyone should know what that is, for echo grinding purposes. Alright, so... Cathedral Ward. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Like, I heard someone say once, when you played a game too many times, you actually start forgetting things. And I realized that that's correct. I forget to do things sometimes. And to anyone who's wondering why I'm not still doing Fatal Frame, if you were there for the stream, you would know that I was having a nightmare of a time with the motion controls. That is something, if I keep playing it, I'm just going to have to work with it a bit. Which means I'm not going to stream that until I'm actually good at it, kind of. Just how it's going to be. Well, less good at it, more that I figured out how to work with the controls. Because I was having a lot of issues with when I had the camera obscura up. It's like, for some reason I kept thinking I controlled it with the Wiimote, but it looked more like I was controlling it with the stick. Maybe it's both to an extent. Either way, I was having a lot of issues. Not to mention I was having extreme difficulty with the timing on the pictures. Like when you watch a pro like Gab play it, and then you play and try to do the same crap and it doesn't work, it's like, yeah, this is something you gotta get good at. Seriously, if you want to watch someone really good play any of the Fatal Frame games, Gab Smolders is your bet. Heck, I found her channel when she was first getting started because I wanted to see someone play Fatal Frame 5, but back then, there wasn't English. It was only in Japanese, as far as I could tell. And the woman knows Japanese, so she translated the sucker. Fatal Frame 4 was much the same. Ow. Oh, you're gone. Ah. Oh no. Uh-oh. Ow! Well, if you couldn't tell I was rusty, that probably told you. How did she duck just enough when she blood vialed that he couldn't hit her? Because I wasn't moving, I was doing a blood vial. Huh. Either way, it looked cool. I didn't do it on purpose, but it was pretty awesome. Again. Why is that candle lit? Who is lighting these things? Now, I used to not notice these up here. All these weapons. I mean, the Old Hunter's Workshop is in the area. I dodged very wrongly right there, but the lock-on also effed me over. How did you get on top of that? Gosh. Sometimes the Bloodborne lock-on makes me think of Darksiders 2, and that's not a good thing. I mean, the game tells you it locks on to the nearest target. It's a effing lie, okay? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Come here. We'll duke it out in here. Not out there. Okay. Now I did have another hunter build idea. Are you kidding me? Ow! Well, that didn't work. I knocked him off the ledge, but that's not what I was trying to do either. Poor Satori got capped effing twice. Paul. I think he landed on the bridge down there. After all, I didn't get echoes when he died. Like, so long as you don't get blood echoes from an enemy, obviously that means you didn't kill it. So, is that tree, it's kind of hard to tell from up here. Where's the... is it that? Can't tell, I can't look that high up. Let's go up here then look. I'm trying to think, is that... well, it's down below, so it has to be. That has to be the great tree that's in the hunter's dream, but this is reality, so it's the old workshop. It's like, if you go through the time frame of the lore, then this all makes sense. Everything began in Bergenworth, and then eventually factions split off and created the other organizations. Now, we're not going to go into depth in lore because, for one, I'm not amazing at it. And for effing two, there's a lot of lore. I've kind of gone over it on my channel before. I have a lore playlist. And no, I did not collect the lore on my own. I found it through different sources on YouTube. Because I gotta tell you, I'm not much of a lore hunter. It's funny, I actually forgot where I was supposed to go there for the old workshop. Has it been that long? I guess it has. And I lost my train of thought. Perfect. I know you're over here wandering madness. You gotta be super careful how you kill this thing. Because that happens. You can knock it straight off the effing edge. I have to come back for him now. Okay, there's some gatherables, so I'm gonna nab those before I do the workshop. Get out of my way. No, don't fall. Ah! Okay, I got it. I think that was a top hat for a messenger? Hello. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. I have to get the Wandering Madness that I missed. Though first I might, well... Actually, I think it's like 20,000 echoes, so I can't get it, can I? Right. I don't have anything to sell. Nothing that I want to sell at any rate. Let's go check, I suppose. Yeah, if it's more than 10, I can't buy it. And I'm fairly certain it's more than 10. Well, look, I can buy those now. Yeah, it's more than 10. So that's what I'm going for my strength weapon. I'll just go get the bloodstone shards, I guess, and I'll sell them. Because I'm not going to upgrade my gun. I can tell you that right now. That's not going to get upgraded. I'll get the gun from Canehurst, then I'll upgrade that. This ain't gonna do it. There's no way. Oh! I just got mocked. Are you for effing real? I just got effing mocked. You kidding me? I hope I don't regret this. Okay, Hunter Axe and Kirk Hammer can go. Because we're going for the Holy Blade. And as far as I know, that's still one of the best heavy weapons. If that's changed, I'm not aware of it. I'm dumb. Equip that. Oh, I'm still getting mocked here. Do I have any really weak ones that aren't worth it? Oh yeah, I looked up, the strength scaling type of gem. Because I wanted to know, is it more worth it to keep those or just go pure attack? From what I was getting from the Bloodborne community, it depends on the build you're doing. Like, if you're going pure strength build, then yeah, you want a strength scaling. But if you're doing some other stuff on the side, like say Arcane or Blood Tinge, then you just want to go for pure attack. Which does unfortunately mean skill and strength scaling gems are probably going to be useless to my primary hunter, because she does everything. Oh yeah, wasn't I talking about how I had a hunter build idea? I think if I understand the weapons enough, I'd have to look at them again, but he would be skill-based with some arcane, I think. I don't know why I got the idea, it just kind of popped in my head. But I would definitely need online for that, because there's the weapons I want him to use are the Blades of Mercy and the Burial Blade. And if you know how Bloodborne goes, storyline-wise, you don't get Blades of Mercy till way effing later, and the Burial Blade is endgame. So I would have to have online to do Chalice dungeon code to go get Uncanny or Lost versions. But Midna only has 28 in her account, so even if I did spend the $10 on online, I'd be down to 18, and I gotta tell you, I don't want to do that entirely because the tincture I use for lowering my anxiety levels is actually getting low. And I'm telling you now, I'm not going to spend even more, another $10 on the tincture and be down to effing $8. I'm not doing that to myself. Which is why I said in my Discord channel earlier on that after I do Hemwick, Bloodborne Casual Run number 1 is going to take a seat on the bench for a while. Because I really can't be bothered to do echo grinding the old-fashioned way, and besides, I don't have a good way of echo grinding outside of Old Yarnum. At least until I get to, what, the Nightmare of Effing Mensis? Yeah, and that's a long time to wait to be able to level up a little quicker. I mean, there's some ideas I have for echoes. Oh, I completely forgot to open that. See, I'm forgetting things already. Pop this open. Communion rune. I think that's for extra blood vial. Just one. The weaker the rune, the less it's gonna do for you. Like, if it looks really solid, then it's a strong rune. No! You snot rag. I will get you. Everything fell. I was so determined to get him that time, but I wasn't paying attention. Well, I did that wrong, obviously. You gotta do that just right or that happens. Oh well. Good thing I sent the elevator down. Oh man, it's gonna really suck if I don't get those echoes back. Because then I have to grind up to get the 20,000. No. Crumbs. It's been a long time since I failed that little drop. Like, Bloodborne's the type of game, if you do something just slightly incorrectly, it's gonna let you know. And the game just let me know I did that wrong. Okay, he kind of just stood there and took it. I'm not complaining, mind you, but that was rather stupid of him. I was gonna pop a shot off, but he kind of just stayed in that little spot. I'm not sure why, but again, I ain't complaining. Shoot! Well, there goes my 18,000 echoes. Did I brush against something there? It looked like I did. What the heck? It's like I said, you gotta do it right or your hunter's dead. Plain and effing simple. All I want to do is get that 1/3 umbilical cord, okay? That's really all I'm after. Do I even need the torch? I might. The hand lantern really doesn't give off that much light. Okay, let's try this again with hopefully less fail. For some reason I had this weird feeling that's a good setup for a funny moment. F you two! I saw what happened that time, at least. Okay. I brushed that little bitty stick. Which goes to show, if you do not do this right, it's not going to end well. What, you've seen me fail that 3 times? When we're done here, I got some drawings to finish. In particular, some I want to show Renegade. Because he's actually expressed interest in writing something with me. First we were going to do some mermaid story idea, but I never had any solid plans for something like that. So, scrapped the idea. It wasn't even really an idea, honestly. Then I just gave him access to my story ideas folder and told him he could pick something. And he picked one. And I told him he could choose a character as well. Though I preferred if he picked one of the other MCs I had designed. And also made it clear he was very free to change things. Since that would after all become his character. Not sure he's had the time or ability to mess with it though. Which does mean it's kind of hard to do drawings of that, but hey. Dude's got stuff he has to take care of, so that just means I don't ink anything. I'll just sell those, I don't want them. So after all, this isn't costing who keeps everything. Might use that? Not sure, though. I would seriously still love to see it if someone tries to make a life-size version of that. Although, that would take a lot of materials. Can you imagine how much that would cost? Good word. That would be a very expensive ball-jointed doll. And just to make, not even to effing buy. Like, most ball-jointed dolls anyway aren't that big, from what I've been able to tell. No, 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 no. Shoot. Why do I always forget that? Hang on. I could just do a thrust attack, but I'd rather get a Molotov cocktail. Wait a minute. You're not supposed to look like that. Ooh, I was right. Hang on. When I was doing Fatal Frame 2, there were some black bars on the screen, so I did something to make sure you couldn't see them. But PS4 streams and recordings don't have that little bar. Whoops, some of the screen's been cut off, and... Okay. Something died? Okay, hopefully nothing much was cut off, so I think it was okay. But sorry I didn't notice that immediately. It's the same thing with the Switch. And she's over there praying again. She must really be worried about me. Do not sell the twin bloodstone shards, you imbecile. Oh! Well, hot dang. The doll clothes just bought me my heavy weapon. Those were sure expensive. Wow. No complaints. Me? You don't have bloodstone shards. You sold them all, remember? Which means it's kinda gonna suck if I use it. You came back for a reason. I'm gonna take 3, just in case I miss. Actually, okay, let's put something I don't care about right there. Then put the Molotov down. Because the last thing I need is to accidentally push the button. I did notice I had a habit of doing that a couple of times when I did part 1. Now, I was talking about some of the lore earlier, how everything began in Bergenworth and everything kind of split off. Bergenworth was mostly just a college for learning, and the workshop obviously was centered somewhere else, which ultimately became the area of the Healing Church. Now, why am I bringing this up again? Simple. I don't like any other organizations in Yharnam. For a long time, I actually liked Bergenworth because I thought they were okay. But then the DLC happened, and I got to find out that Bergenworth actually did something horrendous. This might not work too well since this isn't leveled. But when Alfred tells you everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Bergenworth, he's not kidding. Because everything started at Bergenworth. Oh, there's a couple theories as to what happened that caused the split. I don't follow anyone in particular, really. I do like that little fan comic thing I found that person did. It's linked in my walkthrough of Bloodborne. I was about to say, you gonna do something or not? Okay, you can wreck me real easy. But yeah, I don't follow any particular theories behind why everyone's split off from Burdenworth. Because no one really knows why that happened. It could simply just be there were people who had different ideas of going about things. And that wouldn't at all surprise me. Everyone has different opinions on how to handle things in the world, so that's why it wouldn't surprise me in the least. I just noticed they kind of remind me of an outfit set you get from the DLC. Its name is escaping me. I want to say it's one of the Madaris twins outfit, but I don't actually know. It's not an outfit set I use, so... But I just noticed that, and it's very interesting. Okay, Brian Sucker. They don't like arcane, and they don't like thrust attacks, which is exactly why I wanted to go get the Molotov cocktail, because, as I said earlier, they scale with your arcane. Mine is disgustingly pathetic, but it would still work. Now, if anyone has to ask me why I don't like any of the organizations of Yharnam, clearly you don't know the lore. Because if you know the lore, you don't even have to ask me that question. It's like, I could give Willem props for not messing around with the old blood. Or basically what's the blood of the Great Ones. But whether or not he sanctioned what happened in the fishing hamlet, I couldn't say. But maybe he would've. It's not like we know enough about the guy. Oh shoot. Get away from me. Get away from me. Open up! There was a church servant behind me with an effing flame sprayer. That's why I was freaking out. For some reason, I tend to forget he's there. Okay, we're back. Stuff is open now. This is good. And as for what happened in the fishing hamlet, Bloodborne's been out for a while, and as has the DLC. So you should know these things. If you don't, then I recommend muting for a little bit. Like when I was talking about the Attack on Titan spoilers, I'll do this when I'm done talking about it. So mute now. So there's a few different things that could have happened. For starters, Mother Kaz, or Kazum, as Mikolosh likes to say, was infested with parasites, and that killed her, and she either washed up on shore of the fishing hamlet, or another theory, which is very interesting actually, is that they're not just a simple fishing hamlet, but they're a whaling town, and they dragged Kaz's corpse out of the water. And they either, for some mother effing reason, ate these parasites, because they thought... I mean, we're going with references to the why can I not think of the name all of a sudden? It's one of H.P. Lovecraft's stories, and for some reason right now I can't think of its name. I'm sorry. Shadow over Innsmouth. That. Fishing Hamlet's very much referenced on that, and if you know anything about it, or you've even played that game, what is it, Call of Cthulhu? I think it's that one. But either the people of the fishing hamlet ate the parasites for whatever effing reason. I cannot think of why you would do that. Or they were infected by those themselves, and then they became what we see them as in the DLC. Regardless, that's what they became. Now, whether they were infected or they ate the little parasites and cause, you guys can go over the theory line for that yourselves. I kind of leave it alone, because I'm not sure what to think there. I would lean toward they got infected, because that would make more sense. But they seem to really have their minds intact, so either they didn't mind the infection because it made them ascend mentally, or, yeah, they ate the dang things, and then they ascended. But regardless, Bergenworth somehow found out about what happened, and they attacked the fishing hamlet. The people were taken hold of, and their heads were searched for eyes. A cursed brew has info on that, where there are several scratches and I think indentations all over the skull, because it was forcibly searched for eyes. Well, they were alive, most likely, so they're getting their eyes carved out of their effing skulls. So they get attacked. And not only this, but they find the corpse of Kaz on the beach, and they desecrate the corpse. They pull her unborn child out and experiment on it. So not only, I'm sure, Kaz, her mind, or her spirit remains, is just furious at that, but then the inhabitants of the fishing hamlet go and cry, "Punish them for this, what they did to us." And Great Ones are sympathetic in spirit, so she does. Not just for herself, but for them too. Curse the fiends, their children too. Anyone who dares take the name of hunter ends up in the hunter's nightmare. You want to be a hunter? You want to slaughter beasts? Then fine. Do it for all eternity now. It's a theory line that says all the hunters of that time got dragged in, but I'm not sure. I think more happens once the hunter dies and their consciousness just gets yanked in there. But I don't know. Either way, that's why I don't like Bergenworth, and can you effing blame me? They had no right to do that. It is disgusting what they did there, and it was wrong on so many effing levels. And I tell you now, I do not believe that the ends justify the mother effing means. I don't. And entirely based on that. As well as things that the Healing Church has done. Anyway, done talking about DLC spoilers for theories and storyline.
Oh, hello there. Perf not Henrik, and he...
Now, Eileen's quest line can work two different ways. The way I'm doing right here, and I hope I don't F this up royally. Or you completely ignore Eileen, and then you end up fighting her at the end of her quest. Now, I've seen her AI be really stupid, and it's easy to kill her. So, unless that ever got fixed, because I know they fixed the cheese with the Bloody Crow, which, how dare you fix that? He's annoying to fight. But you either fight Eileen, or you fight the Bloody Crow of Cainhurst. Either way, though, Eileen dies, because we can't have nice things in Bloodborne. I would try to backstab Henrik, but whenever I've tried doing that, it just doesn't work. It's like he knows I'm there somehow. I just saw Eileen take a pot shot at him from the distance. That was funny. Now, unfortunately, there is friendly fire here, and if you hit Eileen too much, she will become hostile to you. Interestingly enough, she can't hurt you, which... If there's friendly fire, it would make more sense if you can hurt each other. I swear, it's like he's trying to visceral me, but he's just failing miserably at it. Maybe he's not sane enough to do it. By the way, he can kill Eileen here if you're not helping her. Okay, there. We won. He's actually pretty strong, so it can be really difficult to fight him. I mean, you saw me struggling a bit there.
That wasn't necessary, but you must have killed Gascoigne.
Yeah, I didn't really have an option there, sorry.
Tried to keep you at the hunt, leave the hunt.
I would hate that job.
Try to leave the...
I mean...
Try to leave the hunt.
Think about it the way I talked about it when I fought the cleric beast and you can have Gascoigne help you. You literally can be comrades with someone. Your bestest of friends, maybe. And then all of a sudden... the person just changes right in front of you or next to you, and you have to decide whether you want to run away and hope they don't catch you, or do the really hard thing and kill them before they can hurt somebody. Or worse, kill them. I cannot imagine having to make that kind of decision. That would effing suck. And that's basically Eileen's job, and it has been for a long time. Although it does make me wonder, if the hunter's dream has been going on for a really long time, how long was she connected to it before she disconnected? Because she's actually pretty old to still be doing this. It's like, I feel like if you're attached to the dream, not only can you not die, but you're just not really gonna age. Which is why I say, how long was she connected before she said, F this, I've had enough?
Welcome home.
Which I think is a bad call.
Very well.
She's a hunter of hunters. You wouldn't want to hold on to that connection to the dream.
Farewell, mate.
I'm doing this for a reason. It's highly unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway.
Welcome home. What is it? What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
A doll sheds neither blood or tears. Now, there's a theory I follow regarding her that there's a Great One possessing the doll's body. Because every Great One yearns for a child, but loses it and then gets a surrogate. But what if you just, adopt? That's why I follow the theory line there's a Great One inhabiting the doll's body. And this Great One's just waiting for the right hunter to come through. And that hunter is the player character, obviously. So if you go for childhood's beginning, she finally gets the child she's been seeking. Because you ascend to a higher plane of being. And through some of the things you see, that might not be a good thing, but I follow the theory line that you maintain your human will. You don't just become some weird monstrous thing. You're exactly what any of the organizations in Yharnam would have wanted. Now, possibly this is just wishful thinking. You actually might just become some monstrous thing with no further attachment to reality. But I don't know. We're talking about a higher plane of being here. And if it goes well, yeah, let's say you keep your human mind. But yeah, that's one theory I follow regarding her. But I also think about something else, especially because of that little hair ornament. Where... Is it Japanese? I think it's a Japanese belief where if you really care for something and pour a lot of emotion into it and toward it, it'll gain a life of its own. And when she reacts to the hair ornament like that, I just go, huh. You're remembering something that happened in reality. The real world. Because that was probably something that Gehrman put in the doll's hair. And this obviously isn't the real doll. That's still in reality. But the impression of the memory is still there. So, even if there's a Great One in it, the Great One has that there. Just doesn't understand why. Okay, now that I'm done talking theory and lore crap again. Sorry. Probably some of you just don't care, but I find it really interesting, the whole thing. Because I've actually talked about how I view the endings of Bloodborne. And if you want to see that, you should go to my 100% walkthrough on my channel and go to the very last video where I go over it. Because I don't think I'm going to go into it again. I'll just say that I'm not a fan of Yharnam Sunrise, and I definitely do not go for, sorry. I definitely don't go for honoring wishes, because I gotta tell you, I don't want to be the new host of a nightmare. Ow! F off, mate. Now, if we come over here before, there's a bunch of crows on the ground, but I didn't come over here. No, do the other thing. Ow! Aw, I want him to do his grab move. Oh, well. I think I've only ever had one of them do that to me one time. And I was super shocked because I didn't know they had a grab move. Tap, 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 tap. One of the few places that legit just has music. Wait a minute. Hang on. How did it do that? This literally just occurred to me. Why did it take me so long to realize? When your hunter dies, you just go back to the last lamp you activated or came from. How did he stop that from happening when he grabbed your hunter? Shoot, I don't have a thingy on me. I'd kind of like that. I might get killed over here. I already hear him. Yeah, go that way. No! I fell. Yeah, how the hey does he get around the hunter's dream immediately bringing you to a lamp? Because that's just what's supposed to happen. I can't believe I never thought about that before. It literally just came to me. That's interesting, but also very concerning. How do they have the power to go around the hunter's dream effects? Okay, you don't both need to force pull me. F off. Alright, I need to go grab something. I need to check and see if anyone's thought about that too, because that's very interesting. How did I never think about it? Okay. Gascoigne was actually part of the healing church once. So I think this will work? If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to go grab something else. Well, it's really tattered and destroyed, so I'm not sure this is gonna work. I can try. Hypogean Gale, if that's how you pronounce that. If it's not, I'm sorry. Don't know how to say it. Okay, good thing I got another cup of coffee. Cup? Well, I think it's more appropriate to say glass. Oh, it's still kind of warm. And I got that like an hour ago. Now, if you want some basic lore talk for this area, which is actually called Yarhagul, it's part of the Mensis. It's part of the School of Mensis. Which, I'm still not sure what they were trying to do, I'll be honest. There's one person I found later on, after I'd even collected all of my lore together. What are they called? I forget the username, I'm sorry. Like, I know kind of what it's supposed to be, but I don't know exactly. Okay, this works.
You've got... you can...
You just happen to have a skull on you.
Sure, please. Oh. Thank you. I've never... so, then back to you. Or... I'm very kind. I'll set out. I'm kind.
Okay, so... she'll head there, although how she gets back is effing beyond me. Even we can't get out of here too easily. By the way, take notice of how this is pulled apart and bent. Just remember that, yeah? But, yes, for the Nightmare of Mensis, just the School of Mensis period, I'm not totally clear on what they were doing. I think they wanted to ascend to the higher plane of being or knowledge, and by that one person's lore theory, I mean, we know what the Brain of Mensis, we know what about that. Well, her thoughts were whatever Great One they communed with, probably Murgo or Murgo's Wetners, because that's either kin or a Great One. And if it's kin, it's probably not that far of a difference from a Great One, honestly. I mean, it's called kin. So it's close, but not quite there. But it's enough. No, either way, they managed to get in contact, and it's like, oh, that's what you want? Okay. But not in the way that they wanted it. Mikolash becomes the host of the Nightmare, and pretty much everyone who is part of the School of Mensis just gets smushed together and becomes the Brain. So, it is a great one, but what a horrendous way to exist. Think about it. you became a great one, but at what cost? I mean, you're all smashed up together for one thing. Is it all just one mind, or is it everybody? That's rather grim. Yeah, I thought you took my echoes, you D-bag. Ow! And what's worse is that this is not leveled. Okay, this is not working too well. I didn't expect it to, because after all, this blade isn't leveled up. Okay, he gets kind of angry now. Oh crap. Now, as you can see, I'm able to stagger his rear end. But that's because this is a heavy weapon. I kinda gotta do hit and run tactics with him. No, 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 no. Okay, I got my echoes back. I need to level this thing up sooner rather than later. Okay, I think I can begin bringing people to Odin Chapel, so I should work on that. Well, I'm pretty sure Adela's in there. You might have hit my hunter, but she hit you a lot harder. Don't use that, it's flimsy. I watched someone do a PvP match against someone and the shield got smacked and it instantly just broke. There is an actual good shield in the DLC, but it's more for arcane than physical attack. It might still work, but I've not really seen a lot of people make use of it. Okay, now I'm gonna double back this way. You can stop ragdolling, pal. Actually, should I... Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the Holy Blade. Hey Midna, we've talked about Bergenworth and the School of Mensis. How about the last one, the Healing Church? Are you sure you want me to go into that one? Because I really have nothing nice to say there. As far as I'm concerned with the Healing Church, Lawrence was an effing idiot. Heck, anyone who messed with the blood of a Great One without a proper blood contract, because I follow the thought line, the theory behind that, and it's a doozy of an information drop, so let's not get into it. But unless you have one, that blood contract, this is what happens. You don't use a Great One's blood without that contract, because eventually it just turns you into a beast. I know I have Lvling's blade, but guys, we just saw it did crap all against that Snatcher. It's probably not going to do a lot of damage to these things. Well, I can try. Like, basically this is just going off of my level 20 skill. Skill? Strength. Yeah, it's not that amazing, but I expected that. good word. Yeah, I'm better off using the third cane. Are you serious? Get down from there. I need that. You gotta be kidding me. Hello there. I saw it. Yeah. F you. I don't think I've ever gotten one of them stuck on top of something like that before and I couldn't get the item. Gimme. I'm pretty okay. And you? Ow. Of course. Quit hitting me. If I had my torch out, they'd be kind of shying away from me, but I can't be bothered. That's what I get for looking at the chat box while I had a Scourge Beast coming at me. I deserved that. Ow. What are you petting? I can't tell what that is. I am very familiar with the game. I've even done a 100% walkthrough. It's on my YouTube channel. I have probably played through this, I would say maybe 6 times, maybe more. So I definitely know what I'm doing. This is just a casual run because I was in the mood to play, but I really didn't want to do the Chalice dungeons. Because I hate them. I have a favorite boss, yes, and that's the DLC boss, Lady Maria. I like her boss fight because of how it's designed to work, and I also like her character as well. In fact, my main hunter, Cawson Hall, is very much based on her. Well, you know Lady Maria's character lore, yeah? Oh, whoops. That should tell you a lot right there why I like her. She's a pretty strong person, and she's probably the only one out of everybody who was involved with what happened in the fishing hamlet who actually had a conscience. Unfortunately, it didn't matter in the end. She still got yanked into the nightmare, but at least she felt bad about it later. That's one good reason there that I like her. Yes. She did try. We can give her props for that. Unfortunately, the Great One, Cause, didn't really care at that point, and could you blame her? I doubt the citizens of the fishing hamlet cared either. But it's the fact that she tried. She's also known to be very intelligent, which is another reason that I liked her. Well, I mean, Great Ones can still exist mentally or by their spirit if you think about it by how the Nightmare Realms work. So it's like either Cause did the curse, or it was the Orphan of Cause. I'm sort of
good hunter.
iffy on exact details there. I just follow particular theory lines. It's like it was either Cause or it was the Orphan. Regardless, the curse happened. That's probably not enough. But yeah, Lady Maria is my favorite. My second favorite character in the game now is probably Ariana. Seriously, what are you petting? I can't tell what that is. It's a polar bear? Okay. As for why I like Ariana, she's just confident in who she is and doesn't care what anyone else thinks. I mean, the woman straight says what her profession is. And just doesn't care. Oh crap. I like her a lot. Which really makes me hate Odin for what he does to her later. If I could kill Odin, I would. With all the other great ones we kill in this game, I'm sure we could. Ariana's just awesome. I mean, it makes sense why Odin picked her, but it sucks. Although I do kind of wonder about the specifics behind what makes a human woman suitable to birth a Great One child. At the same time, I'm not sure I want to know. Ow. Die, please. I should have hit at least 2 of you when I did that. Effing liar of a game. Get over here. No running! Yes, it is very horrific what happens to Ariana. It's like, even if you don't kill the baby, it's like, it's probably not high chances that it lives. Interspecies relationships don't really work when it comes to the children, if you think about it. And the physiology, and I've talked about this before in my walkthrough, but regardless, the physiology between a Great One and a human is going to be drastically different. It's just not going to work too well. So it's highly likely that baby wouldn't survive anyway, and Ariana would probably also still die no matter what. Even if she survived, her mind is just gone. I mean, the human mind can't handle the Eldritch. Yes. I've been up there. And I hate that place for so many effing reasons. Alright, let's see if I can upgrade the blade. I mean, they're all pretty much just Odin's children, I think. Although when you consider that, how many women has he effed over? Literally and figuratively, I guess. That's a very grim thought. I wish I hadn't thought of that just now. Ha ha ha. Oh boy. But yeah, not a fan of Odin. How many of these do I have? 6. I can tell that one's a bat. I don't really have gems. Okay, now the Holy Blade should at least do something. Which means finally I can go to Hemwick. Okay, I don't really have any other favorite characters. Yeah, no one else has really spoken to me. Are there characters I feel bad for? Well, geez, let's make a list. It's a Souls-type game. Of course there's tons I feel bad for. No one gets happy endings. Unless you write a dang fanfic. Then sure, there's some happy endings. And I've actually not found a lot of fics. Characters I despise? Lawrence. Easily Lawrence. Very easily did not like Lawrence. Oh! I was like, when I understood a lot more of the lore from looking into it, I could not like him. I mean, the dude is how the Healing Church got founded. And the Healing Church is passing out Great One blood. Or at the very least, some measure with their effing blood saints for their supposed blood healing. But dude, if he hadn't have done that, maybe Yarnum wouldn't be in the state that it's in. Maybe he had good intentions. Maybe. But what do we say about that? I mean, I will hand it to Willem. He was right. Don't F around with the blood. Bad call. And Yarnum in its current state is pretty good evidence of why you don't F with the blood. I mean, come on. You find this underground tomb with some weird creature in it, and you decide to inject yourself with it? Who does that? That's just the height of stupidity. Why would you do that? I don't care if it can heal you. I don't care if it gets rid of sickness. Especially don't care when you see the end results if it turns someone into an effing monster. Okay, I'm referring to the fact that the Bergenworth scholars did this like a bunch of morons. Not our hunter, who definitely wouldn't even know it's a bad idea. Because we're an outsider. We don't know crap all of what's happened in Yarnum. We don't know any better. But, yeah, that's been my main thing. Where it's like, that was a very stupid idea. Why would you inject yourself with some mysterious being's blood? Not a good call. Not to mention, like, it's like, I don't fully understand the whole thing, how it works, and I've never found really good thought lines behind it, but the way I saw it was, Abritas was giving her blood freely to the Healing Church. She probably didn't even effing care what they were doing with it. But from what I have put together, why the Beast Plague still happens is that there's supposed to be a very specific blood contract. And if that doesn't happen, you just have the issue of turning into a beast. But that's just a theory line that I picked up from someone else and kind of thought about on my own too. I obviously have no idea how accurate that thought line is, but it would explain why people are still turning into beasts, despite the fact that Umbriatus doesn't care what the Healing Church is doing. Because I gotta tell you, I don't know what else could possibly be a holy medium for blood healing other than Umbriatus. Back up this way. Now again, that's just a thought and a theory, but half of Bloodborne is a theory. But that's just how I have considered why you still turn into beasts, despite the fact that she probably doesn't care what the Healing Church is doing. I like Eileen, but she's not a favorite. Same for Jura. I like him, but not a favorite. I don't really have a reason. They just didn't click with me as well, I suppose. I mean, if anything, I really respect what Jura's doing, protecting the beasts of Old Yarnum. That's really cool of him.
Oh, what? I'm off. Wouldn't want to try.
But he's definitely not in a favorite category.
Oh, thank goodness. Might you know the night, please? Oh, thank you. Did perhaps have...
You definitely will, Ariana. I probably shouldn't have sent her there right now. That was a bad idea. Well, I don't have to use her blood. Should I keep going? Yeah, I might as well just clear out the area. It's like, I like Ariana's blood, but I actually find Adela's to be more useful. It's just a matter of opinion, though. Obviously. Large Huntsman, come hither. I knew you were there, gunman. I didn't forget. Oh. Well, you can tell I upgraded it now. And equip it with gems. I know perfectly well what happens if I do that. I've never actually done it in a playthrough, but I know what happens. Where's the door? Ah! Yes, you can see Adela doing that. It's like 3 times. And then you get poor Ariana killed. Nope. I'm not even near you and you're... What are you doing? F. Ow! Quit taking pot shots at me, effing D-bag. Knock it off. Might as well top off my HP here. Oh! 3 for 1, not a bad deal. I didn't think I was gonna hit the other guys. Ow. I saw you coming up at my side. Nope. Okay. nothing right there. I always check. I know nothing's there. Good word. It's just a habit to check all the corners, I suppose. Okay, Cathedral Ward really doesn't take long to get through. Yeah, a watchman that's dead and somehow still keeps the gate closed. Hey, I got him! Yeah, I hear you up there. Hi. Hey, I did it! I usually fail at the jumps. Aha! I knew I remembered their item. I knew it. Penro. You shouldn't have done that. You made that so easy for me to kill the both of you. And of course I fail the next time I try to do a jump. I just find it so hard to do the jump attacks. Alright, where are you, Chapel Giant? I'll wait for him to go. Last thing I need is me trying to backstab these fools and he's swinging at me. Wait, is he already down there? Guess I'll find out in a second. Yeah, he's down there already. Hi, Scythe Wielder. You don't need your spine, right? I don't think so. Oh, did you see me? No, you didn't see crap. You didn't see nothing. I wasn't there. You saw nothing. Shoot. Usually I get through there without him getting upset. Obviously I could go up the stairs, but I find it easier to do this. For one thing, this guy's got an effing gun. I'm pretty sure it's the repeating pistol, too. I don't want that hitting me. Please and thank you. Hello. You sure do take a lot of punishment. Oh gosh, look at that! Just a fountain of blood splatter. Oh, that's even worse! Oh, you can tell I visceraled him. Well, backstab. Visceral's up front and personal. Which I am terribly bad at. Ouch. Swiftly remember that I usually avoid these guys. Aw, man, I timed it just slightly bad. No! Gosh, dang it. Nope, you're dead. Now, I wouldn't hate these guys except for the fact they inflict frenzy. And I ain't a fan. Okay, I think I've almost explored every spot right here. I'm gonna open this up. That way later when I do it, like a month from now, because I really want to get a particular Chalice dungeon so I can get echoes really easily. If you know, you know. Like, I have not been able to do old-fashioned echo grinding ever since I was told about that. Like, it still astonishes me I managed to do this with old-fashioned echo grinding. But now that I have the Ephemeral Chalice, I just want to use the cheaty dungeon. But you need online for that, and I already said at the beginning of the stream why I'm not doing it. Even for just the $10 one. It'll just have to wait till next month. Should I go over there and... You know what? I'll save that for last. Let me just go and make sure I grabbed everything. It's kind of like old Yarnum. The Cathedral Ward area doesn't take a lot of effort to get through. Yeah, I grabbed everything, didn't I? Oh, wait a minute. There was something that I don't think I did. I might have, but I don't remember. Okay. I'm fairly certain I went over to that little corner, but I don't remember. I gotta check. Yo, Fido! Come here. Hey boys. How are things? Did the guy with the axe not see me? Okay, come on, dude. You should see me. Oh, wow. You gotta love it when the enemy AI is really effing stupid. Okay, it looks like I went over here. Yeah, I should see the items glowing, and they're not, so I went over and grabbed those. Okay, so let's go back up to the Vicar Amelia boss fight. I'm not going in there, but we're going back over there so I can head to the right. Be kinda cool if I had 40 insight right now. Were you just waiting there? Don't you have anything better to do? I could kill him, but there's just one of him, and I've cleared the rest of the path. I don't feel a reason to kill the dude. Okay. I picked up some more of those, so... That's good. That means I don't have to buy more when I do this. Now I don't have to clear out the Cathedral Ward area, I'm just choosing to. Okay, there is a Wandering Madness at the stairs over there, but I'm after the item right now. I want to get this. And no, I'm not killing those two hunters. Not right now. Maybe when my stats are more put together, but for now, no. I suppose I should get Ariana's neighbor into Odin Chapel. Although he doesn't really get me anything useful. Hello. Oh wait. Can I even...
Oh, brave hunter, thank you. The town is in disarray. Together we await the help of the healing church.
Yeah, sure.
I cannot be. The only thing that I can is my own, if it would Yes, of
Okay, I
course.
can do that.
Come in, Claude, now.
Thank you. Where is it? There it is. I actually like how that looks. Unfortunately, I'm going to ignore Ariana now because I don't want her to die. I didn't think that through when I brought the both of them to Odin Chapel. You've got a sliver of HP left. Are you kidding me, dude? Get out of here. Bye. Hiya! I knew you were there, you effing turkey. Give me those bullets. Hello. You know, you waste precious time pointing at me. Gives me a really good opportunity to just kill you. Sir? Okay.
You! Well, now, you what? And step away from my...
This guy.
No, what do you think this is? Well, I certainly don't. So I'll have nothing to do with... What's this two-bit nonsense you're peddling? I heard you told that wench... Well, she's a downfall to truck. Never mind. Well, all right. What crop do you think I'm... Yeah, sorry.
Since when do you come over here like that? Well, if I was actually using my webcam, you would have seen my eyes get wide, because I heard the guy behind me. I was like, what? You usually have to go further that way before he comes out of there. What in the world? Okay, should I just... Yeah, just to make sure everything goes the way it's supposed to. Oh my. That's not supposed to happen. Usually you have to go further toward the stairs before the large huntsman and the gunman come after you. That was interesting.
Oh, the hunter, another one you sent this place as a hack.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, mate, makes it easier to bet you've made. If you win the night now, wow, give it a...
Okay, I've not been talking to him with every person I've sent, so that's unfortunate. Okay, now I will finally go to Hemwick. No, I won't. Hang on. Do I should just carry Molotovs on my person at all effing times. Good word. This is the second time now I'm having to go back to get Molotovs. You know, I should compare that. Okay, slow poison res. Okay, that immediately is just higher. Okay, it's looking like the church set is better for poison resistance. Alright. I'll get rid of Gascoigne's stuff then. And these. I don't really use shining coins. You can go. I don't like the church hat. It's like, I kind of like it, but at the same time... You know what? Nah. Satori can just keep wearing this. Henrik's stuff. I think I'll leave that alone for now. Might as well use these and try to get a level or two out of them. Maybe I'll be able to get 2 levels? Not positive. We'll see. Pop. Dolly.
Welcome. What is very well lit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ideally, these would already be at 20. But I never have the patience for that.
Farewell, good maid.
Alright, Cathedral Ward. No! I went to the mother effing dream to get Molotovs. When I say I forget things easily, I mean it. Going back again. Grab at least 3. Okay. Now finally, after an hour and 48 minutes, we're going into Hemwick. Well, now the coffee's cold. I'm gonna have to start thinking about closing my window. Because it's just too cold in my room. Nope. At least the good thing is I already opened everything over in the Cathedral Ward, so next month when I get my money, we can just probably go straight to the Vicar and Leon boss fight. You shouldn't have done that, pal. Made it real easy for me to get away from you. Alright, Hemwick. Probably one of the most grim places in Bloodborne. Next to the Upper Cathedral Ward, anyway. And Castle Cainhurst. Yo, I feel ignored. That was a great miss on my part. Okay, now if I'm remembering correctly, I shouldn't get any mad ones to spawn because it's morning. missed. That guy didn't. Ow! Sometimes when I roll, they just can't seem to hit me. I gotta do it right, and as you're clearly seeing, I ain't doing it right. This is obviously a good spot to farm bullets. Though once you get to a certain point, blood echoes just are meaningless and you can just buy supplies. I mean, due to how I grind blood echoes in the very beginning, I always have loads of vials. Pebbles! Yay! Go away. Alright, so obviously the Molotov cocktails were for those gunmen right there. Really? If I could have done it so I hit a bunch of them at once, I would have, but I just wasn't getting the aim right. Really? I was just in the wrong spot and you managed to pop a cap in Satori. Great. Beautiful. Are you stuck? I think he got stuck. Bop. Bop. Here? Yes. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Hi. Ow! Good word! I'm doing bad. Okay, I'd prefer it if you guys didn't kill my hunter, if you don't mind. I never claimed to be good at the game, but I don't usually suck this badly. I have not properly played through this game in... Ow! A really long time. Okay, there, I made it through. Like, there's nothing worse in a Souls game when you're right near a new lamp, bonfire, what do you want to call it, whichever game you're playing, and you just get killed right before you reach it. Same with a boss fight. It's got like no HP, and then it just effing combos you to death. That is the worst thing in the effing world. Okay, let's go back real quick. I am low on vials. Do I need to grab anything? I don't think I do. Hemlock is really small, so it doesn't take a lot of effort to get through. Can there be issues? Absolutely. I won't lie to you and say otherwise. But I personally don't think I'm gonna need to bring anything. Now, if you're wondering why I said Hemwick is kinda grim, do you know what a charnel house is? If you don't, I recommend looking it up, and you might regret that, but it will explain to you why Hemwick is grim. I've gone into enough theory crap on this stream, so I'm not going to keep going on about it. Probably someone is getting sick of me talking about it. What'd you just call me? I couldn't quite hear that. It sounded like she called me a not too nice word. I knew you were over there. I didn't forget you. That's why I was being careful and I kept looking over here. And I see you up there. Oh ho ho. I win. No, I think that's everybody. And I'm actually feeling hungry. I might take a break to eat something.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time.
Okay, I gotta ask, I'm not sure what she's talking about. I don't really see people mention that person. What exactly is it that she's eager for? Actually, maybe it's whatever the Witch of Hemwick is doing. Come here. F. Time's that bad. Like, really bad. And that's a common thing with Midna. I will time things poorly. Which is why in any game when I have to time something, I hate it, because I'm not good at that. The only game I was ever marginally good with timing was Bayonetta 1 and 2 with Witch Time. And let me tell you, that took a while to get down. And 3 doesn't effing exist. You survived that? Oh! Well, my hunter just got her face handed to her. Ow! Goodness. Sheesh. She was not happy to see me. I know I can be annoying sometimes, but good word, woman. I am not that annoying. Okay. Honestly, we're already halfway through here. Just about, I think. Hi. For some reason, I always think there's a Wandering Madness right there, but there just isn't. I've got to be considering another area. Probably the Nightmare Frontier. There's Wandering Madness all over the place in that location. F off. I'm not gonna hurt you because you haven't hurt me. A little shortcut right here, which, I gotta be honest, I hardly ever end up using. Because usually, my hunter doesn't die in Hemwick. You never know, though. Tonight could be the night where it finally happens. Be very careful when fighting things right here. You can and will get knocked off the effing ledge. I watched it happen to somebody before. It's probably happened to me too. I just don't remember right now. Hi. Are you coming over here or no? I'll fight you, but on safer ground. Well, the follow-up worked, at least. I don't know. You would go inside here. The last thing I wanted to do was that. There's a lot of headstones out here. I haven't sees you. And I know you're up there. Ah! Okay. Good word. That could have gone a little better. Well, it's not like it did a lot of damage, but I didn't expect that. Well, you guys can see a little bit better than me. Would you just go down? Give me those. I wonder if Hemwick was always like this, or it just happened after the whole healing church became a thing. No. I feel bad about that, but you're packing heat. So I can't find it in me to feel bad for killing you. As soon as we kill the boss, then yeah, this is pretty much, that'll be the end of stream. And then I'm finally going to have to start working on Korok seed hunting in Breath of the Wild. I just haven't been up to doing that. I already expressed how much I hate doing it. So it's like, I cannot talk myself into it. However, I need to. And not just because I promised you guys I would do it, but I need the weapon slots. I have taken more damage than I should have. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I really got the habit of doing that. No! Wrong button, me! Absolute wrong button. Wanted to do that. And I'm trying to kill her. I usually either kill the brick troll really fast, or I've killed the woman too quick for them to come at me with him at the same time. Like, everything that can go wrong at the moment is going effing wrong. Okay, I killed you. Good. Is your AI okay? I didn't even go that way. She was acting like I did. Yeah, don't let her grab you, by the way, unless you want to watch your hunter's eyes get carved out. Because that's pretty much what happens right there. Okay, shortcut open. We're basically done with the area now. Oh look, there's corpses hanging everywhere. If you've not looked up what a charnel house is, you probably want to think about doing it soonish, because that will really explain to you what's going on here. Or at least what one person I watched theorized is going on here. I still haven't ever gotten through the Pale Blood hunt that Redgrave did. Heck, there was a guy who actually read the whole thing. I've saved that on YouTube, because I was impressed that he read it all. Okay, this is dangerous. Oops. Hit each other. definitely died. No complaints. This might go terribly, however, with how my luck has been so far. Hello? I was about to say, aren't the rest of them aggroing? Crap. Okay, here's an occasion where targeting can actually get you in trouble. F off. Okay, so these guys are actually pretty okay for farming bloodstone shards and twin bloodstone shards. However, I'm sure you've noticed they don't drop these constantly. Especially not the twin bloodstone shards. Ow! You're more likely either to get nothing or just the bloodstone shard. And I've already explained how much more convenient it is to farm for those in Old Yarnum with the Scourge Beasts. Okay, that little spot right there is really dangerous because of all those hunting dogs. Lake Rune. And I'm pretty sure that's your first... Yeah, that's your first defense rune. Yeah, I was very certain. Just couldn't remember. Now, I'm sure someone's wondering why I'm not explaining where the charnel house is. When obviously I know. So you guys don't have to look it up if you don't want to. I'm not explaining it because I don't remember all the details. It's like, you're better off looking it up or watching my old lore video for that on my YouTube channel. And if you want better lore videos than mine, which I'll easily say mine aren't amazing, in the very last lore video on my YouTube channel, in the description, you can find links for all the lore that I used. Including some that I didn't get to use because I found them way after the fact. And that's why I was struggling to kill him so quickly, because I knew they were coming. What's with you? Don't you shoot throw Molotovs? What'd you come at me for? That did not seem like a good decision. Okay. Hello. Do you think I forgot you? I didn't. Okay, should I go and upgrade the threaded cane? Because I'm pretty sure I can at this point. It does mean, though, I will have to run all the way over here, however. I don't think I'll need to, but if things go horribly wrong in here, then I probably will regret not upgrading it. Now, I'm probably going to get my hunter killed here, hilariously, but I actually consider this one of the easiest bosses in the game. However, that only applies if you know what you're doing. And I kind of remember how this works. Oh! So, 20 skill is pretty awesome. An upgraded weapon. Best advice, ignore the mad ones. Or use up all your... Enter the boss room, then use up all your insight, and then come back. And there won't be any mad ones. Okay, the second witch should be making an appearance now. Hello. Okay, this is really dangerous. Try not to get caught around multiple mad ones and a witch. That's a very quick way to end up effing dead. I watched it happen to a guy. I think this is the second one, which is fine. Because if you kill one, the other witch will revive her friend. Ah! Okay, that was the one I didn't want to hit. Don't think I didn't see you there. And there we go. Alright. So yeah, easiest boss, one of them in the game. So long as you know what you're doing. You can kill the mad ones, but this fight will take exceptionally longer if you do that. So, my recommendation is just ignore them or use up your insight after you enter the boss room. And then come back and then they won't be there. There we go, I got my rune workshop tool. Yeah, just run around the corners of the room and around that little bridge area and on the top of it. And the witch is only in those places. Now she can attack you. And most of her flailing just won't do a lot of damage, I guess. I don't always get hit by her, so I don't know if that hurts a lot. Might as well. No, I don't like physical up at full HP. I don't like those. Because sometimes I just can't have full HP, that's just how it is. Hey me. You just got the tool you wanted. How about you use it? Moon Rune! Physical defense. There's really nothing else here I want to use, if I'm honest, so I'll just equip that. Okay. Because like I said, I'm not good at viscerals. Alright, so that's funny, honestly, because I spent ages doing other things, and the main goal for the effing stream was pretty much Hemwick, and that took me the least amount of time. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this. I mean, it's a good gem. It really is. I just don't like to use them, personally. Especially the ones where your HP has to be low. I'm not good at the game to be able to pull that crap off and make it work.
Welcome. What is... Very well. Let me...
Oh, I had enough for 2. Well, F, go for it.
Farewell, good mate.
Okay, And that, folks, I'm afraid is gonna be it for now. So, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I could buy online for like 1 month. It's only $10. However, the tincture I use to ease my anxiety is also $10. And Midna only has 28 in her checking account. So I don't want to get the online and the tincture. I have to pick. And obviously I pick the tincture because that helps me not have problems. At least, sort of. It makes the issue a little bit easier to deal with. So, that's it for now. Because I really cannot be effing bothered to do echo grinding the old-fashioned way. Where I go back to Old Yarnum and I keep killing scourge beasts. Or I go through the Hypogean Gale place and I farm killing the Snatchers. And honestly, that's like a coin toss right now, because I'm probably still not doing a lot of damage, and my defense isn't amazing. So it's like, if they kill me and I can't get my echoes back, then I lose all my echoes. So I would be stuck going back to Old Yarnum and killing Scourge Beasts, which I can show you right now why I don't want to do it. I've already discussed it, but I'll show you. So we know the Scourge Beasts drop you 900 or so, like 900 with a couple extra blood echoes. I, however, am now equipped with a moon rune, which gives me more echoes. Now, I've discussed this before, but let me show you real quick. $1,085. So I'm getting a fair chunk more echoes. However, this is still going to take time, and I would still also like all my base stats to at least be at 20, and then just focus on the stats I really care about, or get them all to 30, but I'm thinking that's probably a little bit too much. But regardless, even if I did get everything to 20, which it's close to that now, the issue is, before I go to our next area, or even fight Vicar Amelia, I would preferably like my important stats to be at 30. And that'll be really tricky, or at least it will take me a long time to do that, with just this moon rune helping me. Which is why I would prefer to have that Chalice dungeon that gives you easy echoes. I do kind of wish I was never told about it, because then I would just go through the grueling process of echo grinding. But now that I know about that, I can't go back. It's too annoying. But like I said, I do have the money, I just don't want to do it, because if I get both the online and the thing I need to ease my anxiety, I'm down to effing $8, and I don't like putting my money down so low. I really hate doing that to myself. So it's like, if anyone wants me to do Bloodborne again sooner rather than later, the best thing you can do to help Midna with that is to maybe donate like $11. And I say 11 because PayPal takes a percentage, so I add an extra buck there just to account for it. That way it's at least on 10. So like, if you want to help, then donate, and I will just use that 10 or whatever someone feels like helping out with. I would probably use it to get the online for like a month. But as it's unlikely that will happen, it won't be until the coming month when I get my allowance, or on the off chance I get an order from any of my crocheted items or jewelry I make. We'll just have to wait till next month when I get my money. Unless someone's nice and gives me a donation, or someone orders something from me, it's just not gonna happen right now. In the meantime, yes, I will do Korok seed hunting and Breath of the Wild. At least I will try. I get sick of that so fast. Ugh. That being said, usual ending spiel. I thank you all very much for coming in and watching. For those of you who watch this later on Twitch, if you want to support the channel, please follow and share it. My links are under the About section, and if you're watching this on YouTube, there are links on my page. And all my streams go on YouTube. But if you're on YouTube and you want to support, please like, subscribe, and share the videos. And on both my Twitch and YouTube, my Discord channel is linked. I highly recommend joining that because of the news channel. I give notices if I'm not streaming for whatever reason, and I will also let people know if I plan to stream, in most cases. And there's a variety of other things on there, including stuff for what I'm selling. If you like crocheted items or jewelry or know anyone who likes it, then take a look-sees. I also plan some videos to showcase what I have for sale. So there's that. I'll try to get those done sooner rather than later. I also have a Twitter, or X as we're calling it now. That is linked. You can know when I'm uploading a video about to start streaming. Stop that. I also have a Throne account. It's a safe place you can send gifts to your streamers. I do have a wish list, but I don't expect anything. My Steam wish list is also there, but again, I'm not expecting anything. If anyone wants to support the channel in a monetary means, then you could order something from me. I do take requests for colors, by the way. Or basing something off of a character or a specific design. At least by jewelry standpoints. I haven't tried anything like that for stinking crocheting anything. Or you can just donate. Alright, once again, I thank you all for coming in and watching. I hope you had fun with it and you enjoyed it, because I know I did. And midnight will see you, Twilights, whenever the next stream is, and whatever it might be. Thank you, farewell, and I'll see you in the next one. I wish you all well.